Hey guys, I missed you. I would normally tell you welcome back right here, but I think it's much more appropriate that I tell myself welcome back. Perhaps, maybe, I don't know. Man, it feels like it has been a while. And in truth, it has been. And, perfect segue into kind of what I want to talk about today is the idea of what is patience to you? I mean, for me, patience is anybody who can literally hear, like, I'll be back in a bit, and they wait for you to get back. And let me tell you, like, I feel bad even if I ask somebody to wait for just a moment. Whenever you like call one of those robocaller type things, like where they have to like read their script and they say, "Oh, if you don't mind, I'm going to put you on hold for just like 2 to 3 minutes" or something like that. I used to do something similar to that, and it's just like it sucks, honestly, having somebody waiting for you because it's asking for patience, and patience is such a rare commodity these days that I hate to ever be the kind of person who takes that for granted. And the fact that you guys, held out for me and said, you know what, yo, Atlas, you need a little bit of time, you do your thing. We're not going to ask too many questions regarding it, but we have you in your thoughts and prayers and whatnot. That meant a lot to me. Seeing a comment here or there about people who are like, just kind of like just the well wishes that I received while I was away, just really made it feel like it made it feel like I can depend on understanding beyond just patience, but understanding from the greatest audience in the world to be able to handle these things. Like if I was to get technical with how I would define patience, it's the inherent ability to endure would be my definition of it. And that's another thing that I'm trying to get away from. I'm trying to get away from, like, 2 weeks ago we talked about love, and I just basically read the definition off of a script to try to be more technical with it, to try to have like the most honest definition of it, something that could be verified. But in hindsight, I feel that it's much better to just be genuine with your answers, or with your definition. Just say what it comes when it comes from the heart. That type of genuine interpretation is what makes it much more personable and understandable. And honestly, it's a lot easier to defend a definition when it's a definition coming from your heart, your brain, your mind, all that stuff. And what I mean by the inherent ability to endure, well, if you break it down brick by brick, the first word, it's inherent. It's something that's born into you. You can't teach somebody to be patient, no matter how hard a teacher or a mentor may try to do so. They may try to have a child or a student, whatnot, sit down and say, like, you have to just be patient. You just have to wait. That's just not something that people are born able to do. Some people are born more patient than others, and it's just something they have to develop through maturity more than anything. There's no fast track to uh, learning patience, and I feel like that's the irony of it all. Is there are people who will try to find a fast way to be patient, which it's a paradox, because patience in itself is being able to take the slow track and just run with it as is. Now, going further, it's the inherent ability to endure. Endure meaning you have to persevere, you have to overcome whatever task is in front of you, no matter how big or how small, no matter how daunting it may feel. When you have patience, it's just a matter of time. Patience removes the question of if and replace it with the question of when. Patience dictates that I don't know when I'm going to be victorious, but I do know I will be victorious. And that's one of the reasons why it's taught in scripture, as well as many other types of spiritual beliefs. It's having faith, which is being able to trust an answer that goes beyond what one can perceive. It's saying that I don't need to know what the logistics behind my victory are going to be. I just need to be told that it's going to happen, and I will believe, and I will wait it out. That's where patience just kind of comes in on all that. I think that's actually pretty nifty to think about it. I would like to maybe get a little bit more involved someday. One can hope that perhaps this whole experience that we're sharing together can get me in a better position to be more of a group speaker, either for a church or perhaps just in general. I mean, I think the messages that I wish to spread out into the world are much more than just something that needs to be held onto by one particular denomination or group of people or whatnot. That it's something that can be shared with everybody, and I would hope that I might get the opportunity in the future to do that. That'd be that'd be pretty cool. I'm like stumbling on words, but it is what it is. Let's take 1,000 out, and then we can take the 30,000 out, and then put this away. Perfect. But that's kind of just where it comes from. Oh, goodness gracious. The shovel broke. It was not patient with me, that's for certain. But going beyond that one, just that idea. Reason I brought that up, the whole, want to be able to spread the message. I've been practicing, for lack of better words, just sermons, or just like, a more broad statement might be practicing more of a group speech type thing. I don't know what the word is right now. It's like I'm sure I know it. I just don't know off the top of my head. Probably just speech, right? But when teaching the principles of patience, the thought that crosses my mind is the idea of the desert cactus. If you are familiar with the desert cactus, it's basically just a plant, right? It's just a plant. There's nothing special about it, except its extraordinary amount of patience. The desert cactus sits in the middle of, the desert. There's really no other place for it to go, right? And what does it do in the desert? It waits for the rain. The desert cactus has nothing else that happens throughout its day other than waiting for the rain. The rain may come in a day, it may come in a week, it may come not for months. Does the desert cactus worry that it will never come? No, the desert cactus is designed to be the most patient creation out there. It's going to rain eventually, right? It can't not rain. Even if it could not rain, it never even considers that as a possibility. And if a silly little prickly plant in the middle of nowhere can exhibit patience on such a superior level, then why can't we, right? And this is literally life and death with it. If it does not get water by some odd stroke of bad fortune, it will shrivel up and die. But outside of it not having a conscience, it just doesn't consider it, nor would it. It's so faithful that the rain will come eventually that it's not even a consideration for the desert cactus. It will rain, and it will be all right. Don't worry about it, right? And yet we can sit around here and worry so greatly on all the things that don't even matter. You'll have somebody, let me tell you a wonderful story about me being impatient. And maybe somebody can relate to it. It was coming up on Christmas one year. Mind you, my birthday is like right before Christmas. But Christmas was coming up, and it was in the late 90s. And one of the presents my mother had gotten for me was Pokemon Yellow version. And I'm over here ruining just Christmas like so quickly because I can't just wait for it to come. I had found my presents, and I knew what I was going to get. I knew I was going to get Pokemon Yellow version. So what did I do? Well, like the terrible little child that I was at the time, I got the box, carefully opened the box, took out the copy of Pokemon Yellow version, closed the box ever so carefully as to cover up my tracks entirely, and then I proceeded to play it. With such audacity, I even played it on my little Game Boy in front of her, and that's how I ended up getting caught in the car. I was playing on my Game Boy, and she was having me curious about what I was playing, and I, being a terrible liar, at least at the time, just kind of ruined Christmas, basically. I felt super bad about it, even as a child. It just kind of sucked. You're the kid who ruined Christmas, and it's all because I had a lack of patience. You look at that even on like smaller scales as well. All sorts of children and adults alike. You hear about a new game that's coming out, and they are like losing their crap over waiting for a video game to come out. Like how many times have you heard people griping about, oh, when's the next Grand Theft Auto or Elder Scrolls going to come out? And they get so upset about it when it's like, it's just a game though. Like, there's really no reason to ever be so bent out of shape over waiting for something as silly as a video game. But that's what happens. You see all sorts of people who just, their entire lives can be ruined because they've hinged their entire life on whether or not a game's going to come out when they expect it to. And it's honestly quite sad when you think about it. And, you know, I'm not trying to say this as a way to, like, shun people who like video games. No, clearly, I'm over here streaming and recording myself playing games, so I clearly enjoy playing games myself. But when your entire life hinges on it, when you see people who are just like so impatient, trying to find the quickest ways to just push through something, patience, let me tell you, patience can make a game so much greater. I think that just everything that I have slowly developed a better sense of patience as an adult, that I can enjoy some games that honestly would ruin somebody who has a lack of patience. One of those things being like Warframe. Warframe makes and breaks people off of patience, because there is no quick way to do anything in that game. Well, not without money. Like, if you have money, you don't need patience, but you know, and that's the racket. It's people who are willing to spend money don't have to wait. That's real life too. And like, you disregard that and just look at like the actual gaming experience. As long as you have patience, you have money means nothing, because you don't have to worry about wasting part of your paycheck on skipping wait times and whatnot. You just say, nope, I'm good. I'm just going to sit here and wait it out. Animal Crossing. You can scam this game. You can fast travel all you want to try to skip wait times when they say, oh yeah, it'll be ready by tomorrow. They literally mean it'll be ready tomorrow. And it's, do you just sit there and be patient with it, or do you hop onto your settings and then set the date to the next day and continue whatever the heck you're doing? I could say that it doesn't really matter whatever that thing is. Like, I don't find myself in such a position that I absolutely cannot wait for the next thing to occur. And it's just, I just find it interesting all the way around. But like, you know, You can enjoy or not enjoy a game based entirely off of whether or not you're patient. But enough of all that. Um, you guys, bless your hearts every single time you let me just prattle on. I really, truly, deeply missed you guys so much. It was quite the long trip. Basically, who is back here? Oh, wow. You're just sitting there, too. Oh, my goodness. Any hoot. It was... sorry, I'm sorry, guys. Just thinking about it kind of gets me a little in a weird headspace. It was just the best way to put it. It was a trip to say goodbye, and really, it just it meant a lot to be able to do so, and moving forward from there, I'm just kind of hoping that we can have just a like I'm sorry, guys. It was just very different experience being able to go out and just trying to be there for the family more than anything, and it was just a crazy adventure that we partook together, and I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back creating these videos, and you know those terrible words that Atlashine says. I was thinking, you're like, oh no, oh no. I was thinking, usually as a prelude to, I'm going to completely tear down the channel and rebuild it and, and do something different. No, 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 no. I am very happy, and I mean that. I'm very happy with where the channel's at right now. The fact that it actually saw some growth while I was away meant so much to me because it was like it it's something that people are enjoying. It's something that people are experiencing and saying, "Yeah, I like this. I like what's going on here." And for us to all collectively be a part of a community that's being made with this, it just really, really gets me stoked. And I can't wait to get back to streaming. I'm really hoping that we can get Friday up in going. Real, if we can get that, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic. And because like last time we streamed, I think we're at 144 subscribers. Now we're at 149, and that's all off of just like uploads. Like I haven't been able to actually do the streaming, so seeing that we're still growing, even with me not necessarily being um, as present or involved as I'd like to be. Just imagine how much greater it's going to be once I actually do get fired up back into it. So that's kind of what the goal is. But talking about the stream real quick, what I'm thinking of doing is adjusting things. The streams were an integral part of this series right here, the Animal Crossing Adventures. What I'm thinking of doing is discontinuing Animal Crossing Adventures on the stream. Oh, hey, Joan. Well, not Joan, but Daisy May. Sweet little booger. Just smelling it makes me feel like a grown-up. Oh, that's cute. Oh, yeah, she just has a cookie. Oh, okay, that's adorable. Okay. Um, what was I babbling about, guys? Oh, yeah. We're going to keep doing the uploads, 3 uploads a week for the Animal Crossing Adventures. But what I was also contemplating was doing some other, like, smaller, minor uploads here and there. But for the Friday stream, what I was contemplating was going to be that we're going to start doing a, how do you word it? We're going to start doing just an anything stream, basically. Whatever game we're feeling, I might do a poll that week. I might not do a poll that week. Oh, hey, Captain, what's up, bro? I was not expecting this at all. What is this? Ahoy, coffee good? Coffee here is something special. You think so too? Oh, you just grabbing one? Does this normally happen? I've never seen this happen. Come finds me if you needs me. I didn't know this was a thing. Now I'm wondering if other characters do this. I guess I just never had the patience to find out. Oh goodness. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, this would be like an anything stream. Basically, we might do Mario Kart, we might do Minecraft, might even do a little bit of Fortnite. I don't know, just whatever sounds fun at the time. We might just play something completely random. We might do Smash Brothers. We might obviously might play some Animal Crossing too. Just all the fun things. Just kind of make it to where it's just not locked into that, and we just have some fun with these things. We don't get burnt out on trying to figure out all the things to do with Animal Crossing constantly. I will still try to address it every now and then, but don't force it as like, you know, something that we have to experience every single week on a long upload. I don't know what this is, but we're going to buy one. Cool, cool. And then other things that I might try to do. I'm contemplating maybe doing a smaller. I have my hands together, making this the smaller hand gesture. Do a. Is he still? He's still here, bro. Move your fat little goatly butt out of the way. Why are you just? Ugh. He's been learning from Biff, I swear. But what was I saying? I had it. I lost. Oh, doing like a mini playthrough of Minecraft. Just kind of like playing like maybe like once a week type of thing. Maybe like, I don't know. I just feel like it could be like a fun thing also. Starting up a new server, and then maybe if that catches on, what we can do also is we can do a I don't really do servers all that well, but I might do like a what's it called? A realm where I can like invite some of the subscribers to join in. They can make things. We can hop on sometimes, play some things together, and just kind of catch up on what they're building, all that stuff. Just throwing ideas out there. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to scare off your bug. Oh, I'm terrible friend, Walker. I'm sorry. But yeah, do stuff like that. I think that could be really fun. And for those of you who have seen it and are still wondering what's going to happen with it, I haven't forgotten about it. Believe me, I've tried. But the Atlashine Prime channel, talking about Warframe again, I may start trying to get that one up. I just barely found out how to do different profiles on OBS to make it easier to stream on multiple YouTube accounts, which that's the main thing that I really needed, was to be able to do that, because I just wasn't quite certain what the process would be. And just having to constantly reset something every time I wanted to do it again just sounded like it would be somewhat obnoxious. So, kind of classy in its own weird way. Do some of my favorite shoes in here? They do not. But I can wear those. That's alright. I don't know about this hat, but maybe this hat's alright with it. Oh no, that's where it's at. Pants, kind of tacky, but whatever. It works, right? What was I saying? Oh, yeah, we're gonna start trying to get some more uploads going on for that thing. I might do like an evergreen once or twice a month with that. Just kind of just throw something out there, and then maybe stream a couple times a month as well, just to get some more fun out of that one. Allow it to. Why is he still here? allow it to effectively do what it was designed to do, and just kind of broaden our horizons, get things going. There's another project that we're working on in with the family right now with a friend of mine. We may be getting that up on Wednesday, I believe, at the soonest, but we'll see ultimately what that looks like. But basically, I've been learning a lot of cool new tricks to expand and broaden the horizons for what the channel can do, and I'm really looking forward to what all will be coming down the pipeline with all that stuff. And I'm quite certain that you guys will enjoy it too. So let's do one of these real quick. Also, trying out a lot of new things, effectively already with this video. I'm trying a new thing with the intro, the outro, finding out new schematics. Trying to be patient with it. As you've seen the new logo, I'm trying to implement it better on the channel. I just figured out how to animate those things and use it on my overlay, so that's pretty cool. Change up the intro with all the new tricks that I've been learning so that we can have a whole new kind of process that we get to enjoy. And the outro, obviously you haven't gotten to it yet, but that thing's going to be changed up a little bit also. You guys are super intelligent. You'll be able to pick up on all the cool things we got going on. But I think it's just going to be like really, really fun. Seeing all that we have up in store. Money, for me, I don't like to gripe too much about my financial situation, but it got a little bit different, all things considered. But we will endure, we'll persevere. All that really means is that some things that aren't considered necessities in my life will have to be put on the back burner. For me, that's one of the things that includes is just kind of the little what's the word, the playthrough. I might put that off for a couple weeks, but at the same time, there's never a guaranteed day for that thing, so I guess that's not the worst thing in the world to mention. But if you were looking for it, I just wanted to put that out there, that it may be a thing that you'll have to hold off for just a little bit longer. But that, among other things, it's just kind of here and there. We're going to get one way or another. So, speaking of patience, we got that Animal Crossing update in 2 months. If I take these bushes with me, I won't have access to the DLC just yet. Not the DLC, the update. But, so I would have to put them out in the meantime. Alternatively, I can just grab it, just ignore them, and, well, I mean, yeah, that's probably the better thing to do. It's tempting to take them, but the holly bush is in season next month, so there's really no rush in grabbing them. I'm not really going to use them with any of my designs currently, so we can just be patient on that and wait wait for that one to come around. But yeah, I think that's most of it. I'm glad to have these out. I'm going to try to hop on it, and though I can be patient, I'm going to try to be a little bit more hasty about recording these videos for you guys, so that ideally I can get a surplus so we can have a lot more of them available for you guys more often. I think that'll be a much better way or route of getting these done. So we'll see. We'll see ultimately what the long term looks like. But oh, Cap'n is a great NPC talking about patience. You can actually skip this boat ride if you just tell them to hurry up. I never have. I know somebody, not saying any names, but they have definitely told him to hurry up. Not once, not twice, but probably every single time since they found out that they could do it. But, one of the great things about single-player games is you play them your way, and it doesn't really affect anybody else. So, it works out that way. So, But that's pretty much the gist of everything that I have going on, guys. Thank you so much for all that you guys have done in, keeping up with everything. It really has meant a lot, this entire process that we have going on. And I I can't think of any uh, yeah, I can't think of a better audience to share this adventure with, and I'm just so grateful that we've been able to partake in this together. You guys, I truly meant it when I said it. I did miss you guys, and I'm going to try to keep such trips to a minimum wherever I can. I do love you guys. I do wish the best for you guys in every possible way. God bless you guys for everything that you've done for and with me. I'm just so grateful. Wait, does a kiddo like you even get sentimental for times gone by? Bro's just like, I love this frog. But yeah, you guys, love you. God bless. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you feel inclined to do so. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time. I'll see you soon.